Today we're going to remove the internal hard drive from a Seagate Backup Plus Hub external drive, not to be confused with the regular Seagate Backup Plus drive. This drive has two USB 3 ports in the front of the enclosure, acting as a powered USB hub for connecting your USB 3 devices, like your phone, tablet, or even other storage devices. Before you open the case, please make sure to test your drive thoroughly with a utility such as HD Tune, as you'll be voiding your warranty by cracking it open. As you'll see later, I haven't been able to dismantle the case non-destructively, so you will see some broken tabs. The tools that you'll need are a small blade, like the one on this Swiss Army knife, a flathead screwdriver, not necessarily this stubby, but this is the one that was conveniently lying around for me, and a Phillips head screwdriver. The basic procedure is this. We'll use the knife to force a gap in one edge. Then we'll slip the flat edge screwdriver into that gap and pry it open. We'll only work on 3 edges, those that follow a straight path across the bottom. The edge that has the chamfer goes up 90 degrees, which makes it harder to loosen, so we're not going to work on that edge. Here's the label, which lists the part number and the serial number. I'm going to start on the side opposite the label. First, use the knife to force a gap. When using the knife, please be careful not to cut yourself. Once you have the blade wedged in, force the long side of the blade into the gap and pry it apart. You'll see a gap forming between the two parts of the enclosure as you do this. Work the flathead blade of the screwdriver into the gap made by the knife and jimmy it open. You'll hear the retaining clips snap with each prying motion. Go around the corner and travel along the 3 edges to force the case apart. You'll hear further snapping sounds, which means the tabs inside are breaking. You'll need to do this repeatedly as you work along the edge until you reach the end. Finally, work on the 3rd edge, the one with the label, until you get to the end. I'm going to go back to my first edge to finish this off, because I didn't quite get the entire length of that edge. From this view, the broken tabs are more visible. You can still reuse the case if you want, because the 2 halves will still snap together with the unbroken tabs that remain. But you probably won't be able to return it to the retailer or the manufacturer. Now that we have the 3 sides complete, we have enough clearance to pull out the drive assembly. I'm not going to force the 4th edge apart. Gently pull the inner drive assembly out and set the housing aside. Remove the rubber shock bumpers off the sides of the drive, which expose the Phillips head screws holding the silver chassis to the drive itself. Then, take your screwdriver and remove the 4 screws. Peel off the silver tape on the front and back sides of the drive. At this point, the only thing that's holding the drive is the SATA board. It's just a matter of friction. You just need to slide the drive off the SATA connector and out of the silver housing. And that's it. This particular drive is 5 terabytes, but the procedure should be the same for all other drive sizes, since the Backup Plus Hub case design is the same. If you take a closer look at the label, this is a Seagate desktop model, but it's also unfortunately a shingled magnetic recording or SMR drive. Your mileage may vary. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.